if you lean into your strengths and do what you love, you have a much greater chance of experiencing fulfillment, inspiration, success, and happiness. Chapters of my second book outline processes that a strength-based practice owner can follow that has a huge potential to lift their fish score.
Okay. So if someone is listening into this and doesn't really know what strengths is in terms of the conceptual framework around it, can you explain a little bit about that and how people would go about finding their strengths? Often people might think of their strengths as one thing, but the whole Gallup strengths process is often something a little bit different to what people may be thinking.
Yeah, so it was interesting when I did my research for my second book. I wrote a chapter on the introduction to strengths. And in that chapter, I previewed 7 different strengths tools, of which Clifton Strengths is my favorite and the one I'm most familiar with. But all strengths tools try to empower an individual and inform an individual objectively of what they are good at. What is their preference? What do they love to do most? So there's a combination of what am I likely to enjoy and what am I likely to be excellent at? And it's at the combination of those that you have your strengths language. So each of the 7 tools has a different language to describe your talent or your strength. But Clifton Strengths is quite clinical. It's quite scientific. It's been studied and researched for 30, 40 years. And so there's a robustness to Gallup's Clifton Strengths language that I really appreciate and that I really like and value. And the philosophy is, how do I help you? If you were my client, how would I help you lean into your strengths and not worry so much about your weaknesses? Be aware of your weaknesses, but really play to your strengths. How do you overwhelm a weakness with a strength?
Mm-hmm.
And how can I, as your strengths coach, help you with the language that describes your top 10 themes or your top 15 themes that again show up every day for you, but sometimes it takes a coach to highlight how it's showing up in your family life or in your work life or in any situation that it might be valuable.
Yeah. I was just reminded as you were talking there about strengths